Our political correspondent Cam Redden is travelling with the coalition camp. Cam, will he go anywhere near teal seats?
We've been told, Laura, that he will be at some point. Whether or not that's today remains to be seen, although time, of course, is running out. We have just turned east out of the Melbourne CBD, so perhaps that is where we're going this morning. Of course, the two teal seats, two of the more high-profile electorates in the lead-up to Election Day on Saturday. Kooyong in particular, with some controversies around both candidates there, Monique Ryan and also the Liberal Amelia Hamer. Kooyong, Goldstein, the other one, of course, Zoe Daniel, the member there. Tim Wilson, the former Liberal member for that seat, attempting to win it back. We are also expecting to be a focus on this outer suburban ring that Peter Dutton has made really the core of his pitch for re-election. These suburbs in areas like Aston and McEwen and Dunkley, western and northern parts of Melbourne, outside of the city where mortgage stress is really high. In terms of policy today, the big new announcement is a $2 billion addition to an infrastructure fund for the Pacific. That is in part to make up for the withdrawal of some aid from the United States to try and combat Chinese influence in those parts of the world, where there is a lot of money being spent on infrastructure and claims that that is being used to sow influence in those smaller Pacific nations. So that's the big announcement for the morning. We're yet to hear exactly where we're going, so we'll find out before too long. But this is a big lead up to tomorrow, when the coalition will release its costings and reveal exactly how it intends to pay for its many election promises.
On the matter of costings, Labor has spent $5 billion in 20 days trying to buy this election. I don't think they're communicating the same positive message that we are. And what Australians know is what has happened under 3 years of Anthony Albanese, that life has not become cheaper.
So as we rattle along the roads here in Melbourne, Laura, there have been some maths of a different kind being used by the Liberal Party this morning. I want to show you the number crunching they've done when it comes to paying off Australia's debt. $1.2 trillion is what it's forecast to go to. They say this morning, the Liberal Party, that in order to pay it off, Taylor Swift would have to play a 3-hour concert 7 days a week for 158 years. Apparently, I'm told she earns about $21 million per concert, which must be all right. And that's how much Taylor Swift you'd have to listen to in order to pay off Australia's debt. So that maybe puts it into some perspective. Not everybody, goes through the budget papers line by line, but perhaps the coalition saying, don't blame me. That's where the debt is going. That's a Taylor Swift song, isn't it? That's the best reference I could come up with. I'm an Oasis guy. Sorry, Laura.
What was it? What was the reference?
Don't blame me. Isn't that? I've been told that's a Taylor Swift song. I've had to really defer to some of the experts on the bus here. So
yeah, my director's telling me it is. So I'm going with her. Cam, I just want to warn you as well.
There we go.
You're seeing this blitz of Melbourne today. I've been around long enough to remember the time that I went on a 24-hour campaign bender with Anna Bligh in the final stages of the Queensland campaign. She visited shift workers. She did not stop. So there's always a few surprises in the last couple of days, Cam.
Yeah, bring it on. Well, we've got to get our numbers up, Laura, because we did, I think, 6 seats in the last 2 days. So if we're counting up to 28, which is what they've promised, we've got about, 3 days to go, 22 seats to get up to 28. So how's my maths? 7 and a bit electorates a day? Yeah.